One Saturday afternoon, Sarah and her family decided to take a trip to the Kentucky horse park. When the family got to the horse park, Sarah and her brother's eyes lit up with excitement as soon as they saw the big barn. Once out of the car, Sarah said to her brother, "I bet I can beat you to the gate." As soon as she said that, she took off running, leaving her brother behind. Once they got inside the horse park, Sarah's brother wanted to go straight to the kids' barn to see the miniature pony. Yet Sarah wanted to go meet a special horse that she had heard so much about from her best friend. His name was Stanley. So Sarah's dad took her brother to see the miniature ponies, while Sarah's mom went with her to meet Stanley. While on the way to meet Stanley, Sarah asked her mom, "I wonder if Stanley will like me." Her mom replied, "I'm sure he will. You make friends with everyone." As soon as they were walking up to the barn where Stanley lived, Sarah looked ahead and saw a giant horse in the field. Sarah's mom sat on a bench nearby while Sarah went up to Stanley to pet him. As soon as Sarah got up to the fence, she said, "Hi, Stanley. My name is Sarah. I have heard so much about you." Stanley replied, "My name is Stanley. It is so nice to meet you." Sarah stood with a gaze in her eyes, astonished that Stanley actually spoke to her. Sarah said, "Wow, I didn't know you could talk." Stanley said, "I don't talk to many people, just to people that I feel comfortable with. I don't get much attention because I have to wear this fly mask all the time, so I don't scare people away." Still amazed, Sarah started to have all these questions run through her head of what she wanted to ask Stanley. She asked him, "Why do you have to wear the fly mask all the time? And why would you scare people away?" Stanley replied, "Well, I had to have my left eye removed this year because of a disease that I had that was causing me a lot of problems, and I have been completely blind in both eyes for 7 years." Sarah's heart dropped when she heard what Stanley said. He only has one eye and was blind. She then asked, "How do you survive being blind?" Stanley said, "Well, Sarah, I have learned my daily living from just everyday routine, such as where my water bowl is and where my feed is. I have to give my wonderful trainers here at the horse cart credit for helping me survive because if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't have made it. I have learned to trust them to keep me out of harm's way because they have my best interest in mind." Sarah said, "That is so amazing, Stanley, because not a lot of people could make it through life being completely blind and only having one eye. I wish people weren't so scared of you because you are such a sweet horse," Stanley said. "It's okay. I have learned to deal with it. I enjoy spending time by myself anyway." Sarah then said to Stanley, "You are such an amazing horse. I am glad that I got to meet you and hear your story. I will always keep you in my heart, and I will have a different outlook on life from now on." "Thank you so much, Stanley," Stanley said to Sarah. "Sarah, I'm glad that you allowed me to tell my story. Come here, let me give you a hug." Sarah got closer to Stanley and wrapped her arms around his neck, and Stanley gave her a hug. She then said, "Take care, Stanley," then walked back towards her mom as Stanley galloped away into the field.